The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. Long summary. The Alchemist is a philosophical novel that tells the story of Santiago, a young Andalusian shepherd who embarks on a journey to find a hidden treasure. The novel blends themes of destiny, personal growth, and the pursuit of dreams, as Santiago learns that the true treasure lies in self-discovery and the journey itself. The call to adventure. The novel opens with Santiago, a young shepherd who enjoys a simple life in southern Spain. Despite his comfortable life, he has a recurring dream about finding treasure buried near the Egyptian pyramids. The dream is vivid and persistent, and he feels it is a sign that he must leave his life behind and follow his vision. Santiago meets a mysterious old king named Melchizedek, who tells him that everyone has a personal legend, a unique purpose in life. To find it, one must follow their dreams. The king gives Santiago 2 magical stones, Urim and Thummim, to help him make decisions on his journey. This encounter marks the beginning of Santiago's quest to find his personal legend and uncover the treasure. The start of the journey. Santiago sets off on his journey to find the treasure in Egypt. He first travels to Tangier, Morocco, where he is robbed of all his money. Despite this, Santiago refuses to give up and decides to continue his quest. His first setback teaches him an important lesson. Life will not always be easy, but it is important to persevere and follow the path that feels true to one's heart. Santiago ends up in a crystal shop, where he works to earn money for his continued journey. Here, he learns several valuable lessons. He helps the crystal merchant transform his business by suggesting new ways to sell the crystals, such as placing them in the windows to attract more customers. This experience teaches Santiago about the importance of taking action, learning from the world, and following the omens that guide us toward our dreams. Through this work, Santiago begins to understand that in order to fulfill one's destiny, you must adapt to challenges and seize opportunities. The journey through the desert. After leaving the crystal shop, Santiago travels toward the desert, where he finds an oasis. Here, he meets a beautiful young woman named Fatima, and they fall deeply in love. Fatima represents the kind of love that doesn't tie a person down, but instead encourages them to continue growing and following their destiny. At the oasis, Santiago encounters the Alchemist, a wise man who has mastered the art of turning lead into gold. The Alchemist is more than just a master of chemistry. He symbolizes spiritual wisdom and enlightenment. He teaches Santiago that the journey is not just about finding material wealth, but about discovering the deeper meanings of life. Through the Alchemist, Santiago learns that the soul of the world is interconnected with everything in the universe, and by listening to the heart and the omens, one can find their true purpose. The Alchemist guides Santiago through the desert, teaching him profound spiritual lessons. They talk about the importance of the language of the world, a universal language that is felt through intuition, dreams, and inner desires. The Alchemist explains that the universe is constantly helping those who pursue their personal legend, but one must have the courage to follow their heart, despite the fear and obstacles they may encounter. Lessons from the Alchemist. Throughout their travels, the Alchemist teaches Santiago about the art of alchemy, both the literal transformation of metals and the metaphorical transformation of the self. Santiago learns that to truly find treasure, he must first transform his own soul and embrace the process of personal growth. The Alchemist also speaks of the master work, which is the culmination of one's transformation, symbolizing the achievement of spiritual enlightenment and understanding. The Alchemist explains that the journey to find one's personal legend is difficult because it involves letting go of comfort and familiarity. The deeper meaning of life can only be understood by those who seek their true calling, regardless of the challenges they face. The final challenge. As Santiago and the Alchemist approach the pyramids, Santiago faces a critical test. He is confronted by thieves who rob him and leave him with nothing. Despite his initial despair, Santiago recalls the lessons he has learned during his journey and understands that the treasure was never just a material object. The true treasure lies in the wisdom, growth, and spiritual transformation he has undergone. At this moment, Santiago realizes that the treasure he sought was always closer to him than he thought. The journey itself, the people he met, the lessons he learned, and the courage he gained was the real reward. Santiago also learns that the treasure is buried near the very place where his journey began, in the church in Spain, where he first had the dream. Themes and insights. 1. Personal legend and destiny. The central theme of The Alchemist is the pursuit of one's personal legend, the unique calling each person has in life. Santiago's journey is an allegory for everyone's quest to fulfill their purpose and discover their true self. The novel emphasizes that one must follow their dreams, even when faced with difficulties or obstacles. 2. The language of the world. Coelho introduces the concept of the language of the world, an intuitive, spiritual language that connects all living beings. This language is expressed through signs, omens, and the heart's desires. By learning to listen to this universal language, one can navigate the path to their personal legend. 3. The alchemy of life. The process of alchemy in the novel is symbolic of personal and spiritual transformation. Just as alchemists turn base metals into gold, Santiago undergoes an inner transformation, purifying his soul and realizing that the true treasure is not material wealth, but inner peace, wisdom, and spiritual fulfillment. 4. Love and its role. Love plays a significant role in the story. Santiago's love for Fatima represents the idea that true love does not hold one back, but supports the individual in their journey. The novel emphasizes that love is not a distraction, but a source of strength that empowers one to continue the quest for their personal legend. 5. The power of belief and the universe's support. The Alchemist teaches that when you truly believe in your dreams and pursue them with determination, the universe conspires to help you. The novel suggests that everything happens for a reason, and that the challenges and struggles along the way are part of the journey to self-realization. Conclusion. The Alchemist is not just a story about a shepherd looking for treasure. It is a story about the spiritual journey we all must take in life. It encourages readers to trust in themselves, pursue their dreams, and understand that the real treasure lies in the journey itself, in the lessons learned, the experiences gained, and the personal growth achieved. Santiago's journey teaches that the pursuit of one's personal legend is the key to true happiness and fulfillment. The book highlights that the process of searching for one's purpose is as important, if not more important, than the treasure itself. The novel inspires readers to reflect on their own dreams and to have the courage to follow their hearts. هذا الملخص طويل ويغطي معظم جوانب الكتاب وأفكاره الفلسفية. يمكنك الاستفادة منه لفهم أعمق لمحتوى الكتاب والدروس التي يحتويها.